All right. Hello, everybody. We are sitting here with Eagle Scout Thomas Barksdale and his mother, Ursula Owens. Welcome. Welcome. Um, Thomas is with Troop 765, chartered out of Safe Harbor Presbyterian Church. And we thank you for both being here today. We're going to be doing a short interview here with Thomas and his mother. So, Thomas, tell me a little bit about your scouting journey.
Well, my scouting journey has been a long journey. I had to go through a lot of scouting skills, through rank requirements. It took a lot of dedication and hard work, but I took my time. I learned all the skills that I needed to, and now I'm an Eagle Scout. Um, it all started maybe about 3 years ago when I was a Cub Scout. I've been dreaming of this moment of being an Eagle Scout. Um, it's been a long journey. It's just been a dream. Uh, and yeah, this is 3 years ago. Oh yeah, 13. I'm an Eagle Scout. I have 63 merit badges. I've been working really hard. My goal is to earn 135 merit badges, be arrow of the arrow of the or order of the arrow. That's my goal. My goals for the last for the couple of years I have being an eagle. Um, that's just my scouting career. I learned a lot.
That's great. So, you did mention the 63 merit badges that you've earned. So, all the ones that you've earned, which one has been the most interesting or maybe the most useful in the future to you thus far?
That's a good question. I would say definitely camping. That's always a good thing to learn. If you're like in the wild, you need to learn how to survive, make a fire, camp out, talk to people, all that type of stuff. I think that's a great merit badge. Also, I think kayaking is a good merit badge, even though it's really hard. You may be, in the water and you need to like build a canoe or you have a canoe, and it's always great to learn how to, use access to water. So
you mentioned camping. Tell me about your best camping memory.
hmm, I would say like my first time I was crossing over to Boy Scouts. Actually, this is where I was camping at the project site for the town hall center. That's where I first had my first camping trip as a Boy Scout officially. I remember it was really dark. I got to talk to some of my friends. I created my patrol there. It's just great memories. And that's how it all began.
That's great.
Yeah, for my Eagle project. So
Wow.
probably the best moment I had for camping.
Awesome. So, this next question is actually for Mom. Mom, can you tell me a little bit about Thomas's scouting journey from your perspective?
From my perspective, Thomas's journey in the Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts, because he was a Cub Scout and he crossed over to the Boy Scouts, it's been one, like he said, he's been working very hard at. A lot of it, I have to say, he's done independently himself to meet all the requirements for becoming an Eagle Scout. You can see how hard he's worked because he's only 13 and made it to be an Eagle. Soon after he turned 13. So I'm very proud of him. But I would say during his journey, he learned so much, so much from, like he said, camping, from survival skills, from meeting and talking to people, presentations. He's just been working really hard. And a lot of his requirements as he made up to the ranks, he did all the requirements. He just had to wait for time to catch up with him. So, based on policy. So that was really amazing because he's had a lot of them done, but had to wait for time to catch up with his requirements that he's met already. So I'm very proud of my son. He's done an amazing job. He loves the Boy Scouts. He's had some really good mentors. Like Brad Lindbergh and Scoutmaster Williams. They took him under their wings and allowed him to soar with them. So it's just amazing. I can't thank them enough for all that they've done and supported Thomas with, because it takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a committee and a team for it to make a proper scout.
It truly does take a village.
Yes.
All right. So Thomas, give me a little overview of your Eagle Scout project.
Well, my Eagle Scout project is called Hillsborough Restoration Eagle Scout Project, or Eagle Project. The goal was to restore the St. Paul's Episcopal Church and the Town Hall Center. They're only a couple blocks apart from each other, so it's easy and accessible. So the goal for the restoration for the St. Paul Episcopal Church is putting down a gravel walkway next to the church. Also creating another gravel walkway, going along the side of the church as well. And my other goal was to clean the graveyard, which took a long time, but it was really fun. I actually started my business on graveyarding there as well. Yeah, and also a gravel driveway too next to the church as well. Restored the flower bedding next to the walkway, and adding lighting along the walkway so it just illuminates at nighttime.
That's awesome.
The St. Paul Episcopal Church, and it's actually two parts. And for the Town Hall Center, I also have put up vinyl fencing around the parking area so people don't park on the grass. And I added lighting to the pavilion right behind the Town Hall Center.
Well, you had your first camping night.
Yeah, first camping night.
That's amazing. That's quite a project. We're doing fencing right now at our house, and it's quite a project. So congratulations. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what would you say your biggest lesson has been that you've taken away from this Eagle Scout process?
Well, definitely being a project manager and a leader. It takes a lot. You got to be dedicated. You got to go and be people's based on their time and make sure they're ready. Make sure the weather's okay. Make sure you have all the materials there. It's a lot of things that you have to make sure that come together in order to have the project. Being a project manager is a lot. That's basically what I learned during my project. And helping others. Yes.
That's wonderful. Let's see. And Mom, what lessons do you think you took away from watching this amazing young man complete his Eagle Scout project?
I learned a lot too, and I learned a lot about Thomas's skills, where he stepped up and did everything he needed to do. I knew he was going to do well, but I didn't know he was going to do exceptionally well. So I'm very proud of him to include the website he made for his project, how he built his Gantt chart based on Scoutmaster Williams telling him to do. So a lot of things he learned, and being, like he said, a project leader. It was amazing to see that he had put all of those elements together to make his project as successful as it was, and doing an exceptional job on it. So as growing up, and even in the Boy Scouts, he had little projects that kind of accumulated to this one moment for him. So it was really amazing to see all of that come together.
That's great. I know we're beaming with pride for him at the council. So I can only imagine how you must feel as his mother. I just think it's amazing. Thomas, I have one last question for you. Do you have any advice for young scouts, or maybe young men and women who are thinking about joining the scouting program?
Well, you want to be dedicated, good at what you do, just stay on it. Also learn what you're doing too, and obtain the information. It's going to help long term. And also have my saying is always be prepared and soar for excellence. That's my saying I made up. So I usually say that to everybody else because, it gives them motivation. Just you got to be dedicated and keep moving forward and have fun.
Great. Okay. Well, Thomas and Ursula, we're so thankful that you're here with us today. We're so proud of you from all of us here at the council, and we can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you so much.